This is Virgil Ortiz, and you're watching REED-BBS.
REED-BBS. BBS. Saturday, November the 8th. WBC interim super welterweight champion Virgil Ortiz, 23-0, 21 KOs, squares off with perennial contender ERICKSON Lubin, who has a respectable record of 27-2, 19 KOs. They'll be squaring off in Fort Worth, Texas on DAZN. Verge, if he wins this, then it's probably on, most likely on, to the biggest fight at 154 pounds, at 54. Currently, that is. Boots versus Verge. Jaron Boots Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz. Biggest fight at 54, hands down. On the undercard of the Verge versus Lubin fight, Floyd Schofield was supposed to beat the brakes, the brake pads, the calipers, and the rotors. He was supposed to beat all of that off of 2012 U.S. Olympian and former world champion at 130, JoJo Diaz. Schofield, who I've nicknamed Hofield, after backing out versus Shakur Stevenson, during fight week, no less, he backed out versus Shakur, biggest fight of his life. Hofield is quickly establishing himself as the pullout king of boxing. The pullout king. If Nathan else, and when I say Nathan, I mean nothing. If Nathan else, Floyd Schofield's pullout game is strong. His pullout game is strong as fuck. We're calling it a grade 2 sprain, ligament damage, 3 to 6 weeks to heal. My man even rocked a brace in his interview. And look, he's not ducking JoJo Diaz. He's not afraid to fight JoJo Diaz. Shit happens. I feel that. I believe that. But it's becoming a pattern. And then his father, his old man / manager / trainer / thirsty ass pageant mom of a dad, his mouthpiece, in his own words said, "I feel like God protected JoJo. I feel like God intervened." Floyd Schofield Sr., the elder Schofield, that motherfucker is a piece of work indeed. As are most boxing dads in his defense, and I'll leave that there. It's got to be frustrating, though, for Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions. They're thinking of rescheduling for February, March of 2026. At least that's what Schofield and his father was saying. Oh, we'll reschedule it for February or March. But what's the point of rescheduling or postponing knowing your pullout game is strong? Like, your pullout game is strong, bruh. You're at a point you can't be trusted. Motherfucker got to have not only a backup opponent, but a fucking backup fight in case your fight doesn't come out. Got to have a whole backup fight and shit. Look, again, injuries can and will happen, but it's happening too much, too often for such a young, up-and-coming fighter like Schofield. This is supposed to be the healthiest part of Schofield's career. And hopefully for him it's not, because it hasn't been, so you would hope it don't get worse as he gets older. But that's the likelihood of this, you know. His father said, he's young. Floyd is young. He's got another 10 years at least. We're hoping. My man is in line for the Ray Murataya Andy Cruz winner for the IBF lightweight title. He's the top-rated challenger for Tank's WBA lightweight title, which I could easily see Tank vacating. Tank don't give a fuck. Not one fuck. And Schofield showed enough in the Tevin Farmer beatdown to scare Tank off. Hell, Tank never even entertained unifying versus Farmer himself. So seeing the ease with which Schofield disposed of Farmer first-round KO, Tank don't want that smoke. That's high-risk, low-reward smoke right there, which Tank won't entertain. But yeah, Schofield, he is off of the November 8th Virgil Ortiz, ERICKSON Lubin card. The show must go on. And we'll get to fight week. I'll post another video on this one. REED-BBS, BBS, Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies, Televisión, Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.